So, just like the comic here.
We want to see it first, or that we...
We can. We're not rushing.
14.
Yeah, Brandon still my
14. Let's see.
Wait, you minus... We play a land...
What have we here? Catwoman. Annual Catwoman. So, let's check this out. So the dice picked this comic to go along with what's going on right now. Just because of Living Once. Cool. So, it's the first issue, Catwoman. So, violet means if an N is added, which is loving, eating, drinking, doing for the bottom stomach, means stay away from doing that. And here they come. They've got rings on them. What's the ring over there? It's for wood. Over there, it's ready to cut off using the stone element. And now she's coming across out of time stars. She's been kneeling to somebody. Yet again, the stone element is there, showing cutting off. You're not the heir. Because every one of these women would connect to one person. That would be their largest echo. It's not going to be me. There's only one of them for me. So let's check this out. Ooh, a Catman. So, I guess if a woman has a cat around, it might have an effect. And this is just a theory. Kind of a bad one because I don't know how many cats around before I'd want to have sex in a forcing kind of way. Here's Batman. He's riding a horse back there. Is it Kathleen? Probably. Because she's very much part of this story. Because she wanted to cut off my next girlfriend by accusing me of being a stalker. You can see where he's used blood. The executioner is going to use the weapon on his weapon because his weapon has now been cursed. Look over here, this guy. It looks like the only one you can see getting killed or stabbed. Of course, that could be a magic trick. It's for agreeing to pull back the hair. The heir? Like Batman's heir? The air element is what our subconscious mind still uses for marriage. Our ancestors used it in the pentagram for countless generations. Pray for your immortal soul, dog. That is assuming you devils actually have souls. What's that? That guy surrenders to hurt. Yell ow. And this guy's got a pitchfork and he's crossing his arms. So that might represent getting rid of my blog or hiding it from a certain person because of the straight edge and the wall from Pink Floyd crossing their arms. This day, death comes for you. It's not November 10th yet, Judgment Day. This day but we're planning on it well, yesterday was planning for it. It was Day of the Rainbow to check out a mate. It's executing a person at age 137 in a way that saves them today. This day shall you answer for the souls of my brothers. I only have one brother. What's he talking about? And then the sword goes to his boop shoot. Such high words from a common murderer, Lord Timon Viger. Is that his name? Interesting. This is funny because of the 16th Century celebration, how some people may want to get rid of their cars because of grouping and then making sure everyone has one and then car. But it's made sure everyone has one. And then there's gifting. My friend Simon. The letter S has been replaced. You see, I wouldn't want to gift anybody what she was using. But that makes sense of being accused of such a thing, right? Somebody might say that I'm still doing that. Legendary Pink Dot song explains, shall not grow old. A person shall grow old. It's been 20 years since I, thought that was okay. And who shall be made to answer for our brethren, those who you have persecuted unto extinction? He's talking about people that never had children. I'm blaming myself for that. Selenas are no higher than rats or carrion. They have no souls and no sure welcome in paradise. What are those? Selenes? It's measuring what's entering the body, and then the work is known. So it'd be what? Somebody on Twitch with a pet cat. And then loving, why are you letting that enter your body? And so the letter S's in this case would be a cat. That's funny. And then the letter E is like, we know what you do. We know what you're working on. We know what you're loving. It's your cat. Working on caring for a cat. That's funny. For such as you, there is but blackness and silence. Because they don't want to know where thoughts come from. Bah, a fly speck preaches morality. My mission is courageous, is righteous, my just cause. Yar. He's stabbing a guy that agrees to test something. He was testing whether or not he was righteous. And whether or not he's a spider. 'Tis your soul, Timon Vicar, that is black, your ears which hear only silence. That's like accusing me of being too antisocial. Even as you preach holiness, you slaughter our people, old and young, men and women. Is that for dressing up like goth? All the devils in hell won't stay my hand. Won't stay my hand? What does that mean? That's really cool. Because of my dad's fist being famous, and Fitzdonalis and Raceland being connected to him. And his, in the movie Fear, his fist has a skull on it. And so it connects to Skull Cap Mountain or whatever that Fitzdonalis lived in. I will not rest, will not stop until the house of Celine is no more. Until the cat is no longer living there. Until the Catman's bloodline is forever destroyed. Yarr. Snap. I will make war until war is no more. This guy has reddy hair. And he's a green to yellow, yell-ow, where Batman has saved himself with the water element with that leg. Where is your leader? Where is Raw? Al Ghul, the Catman. Raw's Al Ghul, the Catman. That would be heading and caring, and then cared about working, and then pride, trading, doing it for herself, worked. So it's like maybe somebody being inspired by me. Ack. I can't hear you. Maybe they're not telling me what they're doing. The legend has it the Catman has 9 lives. If that is so, he's already used 8 of them. With any luck, this should be the last time I shall need to kill him. And now here's a ring on the left side. And so it would be for this guy's partner to come and return on the left side. His woman. Tell me where the Catman is, and I'll spare your life. And then there's a letter Y, a line between good and evil. You're lying. And then there's knowing about the dashing. You're right. Because he's ready to get married. And that's what I'm trying to do for people. Tell me, and I promise a swift death. It's like the timing of the thoughts is what I'm measuring and what enters my head. It's like saying, I'll include you in the celebration now. I'll see you in hell first, Vicar. Is that like accusing me of being on the right side, a conservative? It's funny. If you insist, my Lord Vicar. Just a moment. What's that? Karak. That is handing air, and then the direction that was bad was known, and then cared about something that happened that you remember, taking something, and then remembering the hand, and then it's out of time. And then, what is it? We have located Al Ghul, the Catman. Splendid. Let there be an end to this. And he's breathing out his air. Some leagues northward. But see, the air is on the left side, though. It's on the bottom left. So it's like, let there be an end to this. And then there's a chain that's attached to his next person. Like how I've been calling her Cheney because of having dreams of our children. The reason there's a Trapped in Amber album in the dreams of Abracadabra, I guess, kind of. That's really weird. Some leagues northward. And that's yellow. This would represent the door to the cat. There's passion. And then Batman smells it. We pursued Algol and the handful of his followers to his shrine, Lord Vicar. The fiend's mongrels turned on us, allowing the demon alone to enter the temple. The Catman is wary, my lord, ripe for our taking. So, the idea of a Catman is somebody who would be filling the male role of a cat. That's like obsessively trying to claim somebody. I had the dreams that I had. I haven't really been trying to claim anybody. I've been trying to make sure that she has the right to know what happened and what she did to me, and that nobody else has taken that from her. Algol is not our concern, soldier. He is mine and mine alone. So, he's asking the military not to get involved with a Catman. But, my lord, you barely slept. You're not eaten in days. That kind of connects to what made me go crazy, stress, not being able to sleep. Which was, I didn't know I was famous. Like, I freaked out. Like, oh my gosh, what the heck? Is everything about me? Oh my god, where do I draw the line? And I didn't want to be like, I was upset at first because I was like, I didn't, think I was noticed. Well then, that should make this an even contest. Should I not return shortly, raise this damnable place. He's at the yellow door, and the air is showing. His air is showing. I doubt that shall be necessary, Timon. So, the reason I'm doing what I'm doing has been mostly to give the person the best experience possible, to try to return what she did for me, to try to give it back. I think we shall make short work of things. Again. And there's somebody with a red robe. That means get off of him. Roz, I'll go the Catman at last. For the last time, legend has it, you have 9 lives, demon. I believe I've killed you enough times. What is he, like somebody that's gonna be involved in my celebration thing? Celine, or he hasn't let me know. Celine is a generous god, Timon. Her blood runs through my veins. My family is her elect, chosen to protect her people and to prey upon mine. Turning her family against mine? Who would have done that? We want only peace and harmony. And all the infants you can eat? What? that's against homosexual, I guess. That you believe that, don't you? No. She might have company somewhere that's like, what's wrong with love? Yes, I suppose not. I suppose why not? Oh, no. Mine is righteous crusade against evil, Catman. Evil is where you find it, my lord. Yeah. Are we talking about going down on babies now? What the hell? And Catman is jumping with the chain around his neck. He's chained to the next person. Enough, fiend. Let there be an end. So this is represented sex. As you wish, my lord. And so there's a green in the dark. And then this represents waiting, tease, and hooking him up with somebody else. Like getting a lineup of brides or whatever that go, oh, we feel bad for you. You woke up to this and you were in love with her. We'll hook you up. And then this is Og and so it's just the butt. So doing for yourself and then be proud and then trading and then remember the end would be like the children in my dream at this point is a thought that entered my head. Your devilish sorcery won't save you. The cat's is surrendering to go to where his kids are. Interesting. Because it's over his right shoulder. Neither shall your evil minion stay my hand. I feel like right there he's saying I won't be acting for the cats that are influencing me. The demon dies tonight and is ready to get off of me. That's funny. And then here comes the Catman. Roar. So this is remember the heading, and then aw, and then it's flocking with everything, because whoever guy would feel this way, like possessive with Catwoman, other girls, like the plan is to hook him up or whatever, to get them off of me and her, whoever she ends up being. And then the letter R right there is know the heading, and then remember the work at the knee. And so it's like, remember you have to work more for her in order to marry you. And then over here, it's the letter S that's measuring what's entering the body, and then agreeing to remember the children in my dream, I guess. It's been 3 N's. I'm just measuring the thought that's entering me. And then 2 R's is the heading is known, and then working for it. And then, where is your bravado now, son of Maddox? It seems like it's telling me that there's bull in my head. So measuring what's entering the body. I did have dairy this morning. And then mad ox, that word is passed along, fresher ox. But it's also insane. connecting to the mother cow, and then the letter D is passing along the thresher. It's a bull on the Egyptian wall. Having two of them means it's already happened. Letter O is like surrounding and sharing, and then X is marking. Time and again have I reasoned, and this is remember what we measured what entered the body with thee. And then so it's talking about my music, since I've been making music. And once again, and then it's been taking, remember that he took somebody. You shut your heart. I wouldn't have sex with anybody else. You close your mind. I wouldn't even measure in the other direction. Because of the dreams of my children, of course not. Who the hell would? Have you ever seen what happens when you corner a mountain lion? When you deprive it of all means of escape? Yet again, the letter S is constantly there. It's like connecting to Superman at the same time. Because of measuring what's entering the body. The chain would represent the next lover. Being chained to the next lover. Your end is of your own doing. And then he's testing what's down there. So it's like saying maybe he's being a careless lover. Careful, Catman. The epitaph you write may be your own. So, he's still probably going to be in our lives, I guess. To check in and do the celebration thing. I don't know. CLAANNNGG would be clang, and then your clang. So it's your, it's caring about taking my work and children and pride. Like making me out to be somebody less. And there's a cage. And so, it goes, remember the time he was in a cage. Perhaps Timon Viker. It reminds me of that name again. You helped Simon. Accidentally Cali Street, where she made a bunch of kenders. But one never knows how these things turn out. You are indeed a fool, Timon Viker. Yarg. So that's ready for knowing about what crosses a line between good and evil. The question is known and been answered. And then the care is known and been answered. The heading is known and been found. And then be prideful and then trade. Get ready to trade. An ignorant, stupid boy who believes every word his father tells him. It's like, tell me I shouldn't be conservative. You are not worthy to deal with men, to lead men into battle. Better you remain held to your mother's apron or your sister's skirt until you attain true understanding. I feel like it was calling me a gay man. Till you begin, because my mom's a flight attendant, till you begin to discern true good from true evil, because of the red letter Y's. Irk. Letter U is doing for yourself or somebody else that fell behind. 3 R's is remember the heading, and then K. So it's handing, and then, dashed. Guess what, Catman? Not dead yet. It's like, and then I left is not there. It's like, she hasn't done the pre-death funeral. I was taught as a child, Catman, that righteousness follows the righteous, that truth shall always conquer lies, that good shall always triumph over evil. And then this is, remember what is happening now is hurting your children. May it cost me my immortal soul. I shall not rest till the house of Celine is no more. That's like saying what? I'm no longer called a stalker from my ex-girlfriend. If I perish, let me perish. It's like saying, let me do my celebration. And then he's letting go of the blood. As long as you die with me, so long as you die with me. And so it's like inviting him to attend. Fool, you've killed yourself. And he's like telling me to stop smoking or be dumb. No, I live. I got his back covering something. So maybe he'll help me. Ooh. Having executed the judgment of both church and state, delivering a ninth and final death to the final scourge of the house of Celine. Consigned the remains of Ra al Ghul to the flaming pillar without rites or rate waivers. It's like, don't you want a pre-death funeral? Inasmuch as the house of Celine has been left without leader or direction, I have suffered my regents to prosecute on behalf of the vicar, the warrants as held against the remainder of the Selenites, while I bow to my Lord's will that I draw near to him. The fever is upon me. My flesh is cold and water runs from my brow. I haven't had a cold or a flu for like 4 years or something. My nights are filled with visions of death, my days with the quickening and the cool heat. For nearly a fortnight have I struggled against the sickness, with yet another month's journey before I see my master's face. And he's following my liege, my Lord Beaker. And this guy's falling off. Timon. What's this? It looks like one of those wrappings to do the celebration. My lord, can you hear me, Timon? Yarsh. And then it's testing, ready, line between good and evil. Question is known, answered. And then caring about the heading that was remembered, and then and then the arrow comes, and it hit him. Oh, the letter S has represented cat, the cat entering us, and then letter H is trading. highwaymen. And they're being jumped. Fools, we are Royal Augustine. Legionnaires, how dare you attack? What's this? Rocks. Stone cheek. So that's doing for yourself. You know where it goes. And then you know the dream. And then remember what claiming is. And this is no. The air is leaving him. And the left ring is shown. And now let's remember the star. Being able to get to the wood. Sometime later, he has a red beard. It's become red. Sometime later, now his beard is red. So now he's ready to be. So it'd be ready to be returning to the left ear. For the ring to return to the left ear. After some time of hurt. Who is this guy? Oh, it's the Batman. Kind of. Devils. That represents a group of people passing along the fresher. A group of people. Maybe they're calling him crazy. Just kidding. Or ill. IL is balancing, working, and then S is measuring what enters the body. Oh, so one of the fools yet breathes. Not for long. Oh, is he? Maybe he's being judged for he smoked or something. Just kidding. Very well, scum. Come and do your very worst. He's gonna quit smoking. His hands. He's done something with them. What? No, this cannot be. Whoa, there she is. So right there, it's you cannot have the air. And then right there, it's accepting I'm a tease. Accept that I'm a tease. You are not the air. This is hooking up other people. This is hooking up herself. Foul cretins. Measuring what's entering the body. Preying on unsuspecting travelers. Robbing the dead. That's kind of like saying the dead people were trying to help this other person. Why are you messing it up? Disembowelment is too good for the likes of you. A woman, said it twice. He knows the woman. He left, I left, is shown. The deaths of 1,000 Selenites are upon your heads, dogs. My people have all paid dearly for your evil deeds. So that letter S here is the cat with her, influencing her thoughts. And this guy is ready to pull back the air. Maybe. See? She's only a woman for Tubal's sake. This means gifting for yourself, warning, caring about working. Like, we haven't worked, like, who cares? Let's just do it. And then he's like, we haven't worked enough, though. If she wants to fight like a man, let her die like one as well. Fools. And so she went to get the executioner axe. She's telling them, so this would mean you were judging the wrong person. Your eyes see, your ears hear, yet you do not believe. And here is a hatchet, ready to marry. This guy wants to get married. And he's throwing it, and it's coming from his wrist. So this would represent cutting the ties with somebody else. She's accepted it. This night, your unbelief shall exact a price. For money? For a price? That price is your lives. Well, she's looking for something serious. Not for money. He's like, hey. He agrees with what she sees. Pray to whatever gods you may. Yarg. So a red line between good and evil, and then remember the prayer or the question answered, and then R, AR together has meant like chaotic, and so it means you know the heading of that, and then be proud and trading gods. So it's like, go, yeah, we're kind of coming out of nowhere. Now, what have we here? She's asking what she surrendered to. There's a cat in her head. Here, devil, you have a man, a true man, a man of honor and nobility, a man unafraid to die. Whoa. He's got my underwear. Just kidding. You is blue as you, though. And then remember the claw over the left shoulder would mean remember those who are older. I see. And your point is, and then 3 S's is measuring what entered her body. What? Is he saying that he's not that old? Mock me and your peril, woman. I just saved your life, soldier. Seems that would entitle me to whatsoever I please, including making little of your ill-timed chest beating. Including making little of, that kind of means hooking up somebody with sex. Weird. And then the sword goes to where his fire was. Someone else. So it's like somebody else had what he could have had. Tell me which of these poor devils was the vicar, and why must you know? I must know, true man, because I asked it, because your every breath is my leave and grace. She's saying she'll leave, and the air is entering, or exiting, the left shoulder. So there's somebody that was older than her? Because the vicar of the house of Lord slew my father. And how do you know that? Because the vicar of the house of Lord slew my father. And how do you know that? Oh. My father... Or she's saying, well, that would be... I'm trying to convince my own family to do a pre-death funeral. I'm hoping everybody will want to do that. Were my father still alive, I would not now be covered in fur. Were my father still alive, I would not now be covered in fur. That means having empathy. Being covered in fur means having empathy. And then it is like, I'll go along with whatever his decision is, whether or not he wants to. And then there's 2 rings here, so it's knowing the ring that comes back. Your next breath shall indicate which of these is Timon Vicor, or that breath shall be your last. Am I making myself clear? Ooh, because it's meant air this whole time. And then she's pointing at this guy here. There lies my lord and liege, Timon Vicor. I don't get it. And then the sword was used. Weird. So that was somebody who supported Simon and stuff, I guess. So there, the devil himself, dead and gone. Well, then... what the heck? Looks like she's trying not to laugh. You've much work to do here. And then covering the snow, covering up what is hooking up other people. You have much work to do here. Oh, this means hooking up other people and not showing them what you're... It's a surprise gift. The devil, you say? Your men, fool. 'Tis your duty to bury them, is it not? I care less for Augustine legionnaires than even the highwaymen, but no man deserves to die without a decent burial. Not even an enemy? Now. And then this is, I left at fire, as at the bottom left of the picture, which is part of the pre-death funeral. What shall I call you? Wait, I know. Since you say you are a true man, I think it appropriate to address you as such. She's saying that I should get an address. Work swiftly, true man. We have a long journey ahead of us. Purr. And then it's, I know your dream. Do it for yourself. And then I would head there. So her fingers are locked. So that means she's going to control everything. What is your hurry, woman? Hours later, she's riding a horse. That would represent one of her friends. My people are dying by the moment, true man. By order of your emperor, the sooner I put to the lie to the charges against my people, the sooner the killing shall stop. That is where your role comes in. You shall bear witness of these things, true man. You shall speak on behalf of the Selentites, and your emperor shall hear you. So this word means the pet that got into our head. By the 7 moons. That means they made our family line crazy. There might be something found in there, the way that the cat lives, that actually got on us. That's actually like riding us. Attend me, true man. I see you are ill. Your body is full of fever. I realize so swift and so far a journey is strained for you. The future might actually think we're really disgusting for having cats near us, because of the way that we care for them now. But I don't give a damn. Fall off your mount again and I'll kill you. She's saying, you better not stop coming to me. And she's going to where she left. And there's a fork in the road. Fiend, I have you now. Karash. K, and so K is handing, and then air, and then ash. What do you have? Do you have a cigarette? Don't have a cigarette, Batman. That's an air. Never do it again. Timon Viker of the House of Lords, Paladin of Augustine. And then this robe means is really bad, right? I, Rars. And I've come to end your evil reign forever. And from this there shall be no resurrection. My Lord Vicar, thank you so very much. How can your humble servant ever repay such bravery? And so he is untying her. Whoa. I'm certain you'll find a way, my lady. Whoa. Ugh. And then he knows the children. God's only mountain cats nearing the Catwoman. Is this the same guy? It is, right? Okay. That confused me. Whoa. So that flaming sword thing represents like sex? That's it, you beasts. Be gone. Ere the were creature make a fast meal of you. And he's looking at her in the blanket. By the eyes of the gods. There's six dots. Sick ready dots. Sick and ready dots. The Catwoman is but a girl. What are you doing? Are you mad? This is the thanks I get for saving your life. From what, fool? These are friends. They've merely come seeking warmth. Humph. And so, the letter M 3 times means remember about going to a better place. There's probably something that comes from the cats that is bad. I've seen enough of friends maul brave men to death. You really are tiring with that men business. I really like cats too. Have you a name, girl, or should I call you Catwoman? But what we learned so far was they were saying it might take 7 generations to get him off of us, whatever's being carried with him. Not that it matters to you, true man, but I am Talia. You may call me whatever you wish, so long as I know who I am. What others call me does not matter. I suppose that makes you something of a philosopher. Compared to you, yes, I suppose it does. What the heck? Did she turn into a Catwoman again? Oh, because those cats are near her. Gah. Now what's their hurry? Now they're ready to chase another cat. So this represents the cat's sexual feelings. They've spotted something in the bush. What? Breakfast. What? This is surrendering to flocking with everything. Knowing, or the heading was remembered, and then the letter I here is like knowing everybody who has a cat, and then we're out of time already. It's already happened, and then we already touched it. But it's like going shh, because we don't want to be grossed out of ourselves. The letter S twice is we know entered, or we're ready to touch it again. And then R 3 times is remember, and then it's ready to know what's coming from the cat, and then it's remember the question to answer, and then it's know their hand. Oh, so maybe after they use the potty chair to clean up their paws more or something. I don't know. That's weird. Maybe in the future, like every cat, we'll do that with every cat. We'll have like better stuff that does it as part of the process of them going to potty. I don't know. The sun shall rise shortly, true man. We should eat something and be on our way. I suppose you want yours cooked. Why is this talking about cooking a cat now? The sun shall rise shortly, true man. We should eat something and be on our way. A cat. What? And then the cat's eating something. And then, so tell me, Catwoman, about your people. About how the legends of mayhem and bloodletting and atrocities are all wrong. What are they eating there? I don't know if it's a cat. They eat cats somewhere in the world, though. In other words, had I first roasted this venison, it's dear, set a table with fine linen and silver utensils. I've been calling myself a silver spoon. Lit candles, played a lute. I would be more convincing that my people are not cannibals and thieves. Oops, she's calling me a thief? Robin Hood? I'm not a thief. I worked at the Crossroads Mall, at the Daikini Crossroads. Like Mad Mart again. Just kidding. I did steal, though. As a kid, I was stupid. And a young adult. Perhaps if I fit in more with your ideas of what a woman should be, true man, perhaps that would convince you. She's saying that she'll change. She'll change for him. And she'll be less like the cat. Accuses him as a stalker. If I spoke softly and only when spoken to, if I walked several paces behind you, hung on your every word, marveled at your being. And then, once you are fed, once you have said all you wish to say, and I have reveled in your tales of conquest and heroism. Whoa. I give you what you've been waiting for. Her cat's with her again. The cat is white. Would this sway you, my lord? Well, to hell with that. You are the product of a backward, ignorant race, true man. I fear there is fairly little which may be done to end the extreme prejudice your people harbor against mine. She's saying, don't hate my cat. But for now, I have you. And this word, it means the cat too. And I'll have to content myself and therein and you. There's not a damn thing you can do about it. So part of what might make this possible is that what I'm making is a time capsule, and for thousands of years or whatever, humanity will have it and go, they once had cats that lived like this. So here he is. There she is going down the cliff. So she's not taking a leap of faith, but she's going down that way. And he's over at the sun. So he has to convince her still. And then he hooking up other people with tomorrow. And hooking her up with the sun is what this means. It means don't give up with hooking her up with the sun. Uh-oh. This would represent marriage breaking. Snap. So measuring what's entering the body, and then loving, and then cared. Know about care. I mean, cared happened, and then remember the dream. Remember the dream? I don't remember. I remember her possibly being dead. Lord, she might die first. No need for prayers, true man. I'm coming. And that's for his hand, the wrist. And then grabbing a holding on to it. That's romantic. Wow. And it's also cutting off what she slept with. You are useless now, aren't you? And then there's a ready square because he doesn't have a diamond. Get it? Because there's a ready square. A ready box. This is amazing.